Financial services firm Cantor Fitzgerald promoting its Prime-Brokerage services. But what exactly does Prime-Brokerage mean? Well, let's find out. We've got Noel Kimmel, Senior Managing Director, the head of Prime Services at Cantor Fitzgerald. Noel, good to have you with us on Bloomberg. We always hear about Prime-Brokerage, but what is a Prime-Brokerage service? What does that mean?
That's a great question. Prime-Brokerage is really providing clearance, custody, settlement, financing, and execution services, as well as other services to hedge fund, certain mutual funds, broker-dealers, and other professional asset managers or traders.
So, for example, a hedge fund manager has a great idea or they want to do something, they call you to do the execution and all of the paperwork.
Right. Many hedge funds were set up as spin-outs of larger asset managers, and what they created was a great investment management capability. What they didn't want to create was all of the infrastructure and back office that a large firm had. That's where prime brokers come in and provide a lot of the services they had when they were at larger institutions, whether that was a bank prop desk, a mutual fund, or other type of asset manager.
Now, one of the things that we always hear with Prime Brokerage is the ability to help finance certain kinds of trades. We've heard about what's happened in the credit markets and credit coming, well, contracting. Is that still the case? What's happening?
Credit has contracted broadly in the markets. I think what we had in the first half of 2010, you saw a lot of prime brokers and banks generally back lending to their clients and lending more aggressively than obviously they had during the financial crisis. What we've seen, however, in the second quarter with pullbacks in terms of performance and assets, you've seen clients borrowing less and more nervous about their outlook for the markets and really scaling back their trading a bit. So in many instances, borrowing less from their prime brokers. I would say the leverage is still available in many instances from their prime brokers or banks.
So what you're seeing is consistent with the results that we got from Goldman Sachs today. Trading, it's there, but it's just less of it.
Yeah, I mean, less conviction about their opinions, a little bit nervous about the outlook. So I think they've scaled back leverage, put on some smaller positions, and as they have more conviction in the market, I think they'll take leverage back up and become more active again.
Have you seen a greater mix of asset classes? I mean, from investors, whether it be stocks or fixed income, people that maybe only focused on equities now wanting to get involved in fixed income, get involved in debt?
Absolutely. What we've seen is more funds trading across asset classes. So equity hedge funds getting more involved on the fixed income side and vice versa. More funds playing cap structure arb trades and wanting to understand how they can express an opinion in another asset class. We think that fits very well with the platform we've established at Cantor, which is a multi-asset prime brokerage platform. That type of platform really doesn't exist for middle-tier clients. It only exists really for the much larger firms. So where we've seen a lot of spin-outs recently from larger hedge funds and prop desks, a lot of those money managers want to be able to trade the same way they could in a larger institution, and we feel that our platform gives them that opportunity as we have both equity and fixed income prime brokerage capabilities.
Explain that just a little bit, because, you know, when we talk about, for example, you know, Greek debt, not everybody is allowed to really trade Greek debt. I mean, you've got to have sort of certain balances, certain relationships in order to enter those kinds of trades. And you're saying what the middle market wants access to more products all over the world.
Absolutely. So a very large fund, mutual fund complex, or a large bank has the ability to transact in all of those asset classes. A new spin-out, and we're seeing a lot of spin-outs obviously as prop desks are being shut down across the street and setting up as independent hedge funds, they don't have that infrastructure. So prime brokers can really help them. You're right. They are permitted to trade an asset, but they have the infrastructure to do it. The legal agreements, the ability to finance, to settle those trades in various currencies or various markets.
All right. I want to thank you very much, Noel Kimmel, coming to us as the head of Prime Services at Cantor Fitzgerald. Always interesting, and thanks for giving us the definition. I like that. That's good.
Okay.
All right.